It's okay to fail. And this might seem weird, and it's not like an animation topic, but honestly, the biggest thing that you can do as a student that will improve your work and that will get you further ahead faster is to fail. And this might seem contradictory, but you learn so much more from mistakes than you ever do from successes. If you succeed all the time, you will do well, but your knowledge of things is not going to improve as quickly because in the end you're not going to know what you did that made it succeed. So for example, if I do make an animation, it works out, all of it's great. What did I do to make it work out? If I'm a total beginner, I don't know. If I've already got experience, well, I know because I've got experience. But if you don't have experience, how can you tell what made it succeed? It just works and your mentor says, "Good job." And it's like, "Yay, thanks. Let me try it again." And you hope you can replicate it. But when you fail, you learn what doesn't work. You're going to figure out that, oh, my spacing shouldn't look like this. It should look like that. Oh, this pose doesn't work because I need to rotate the hips in this way. Oh, this thing doesn't work because of so and so. You learn the reasons why things don't work, which means that now you know the reasons why it should work. So the more you fail, the more you learn. And that's okay. We build on our failures. We did it in the last demo stream that I did. Let me actually show this here. And this is a small example, but it applies as well. So let me open up some shots here and then I'll share my screen. Was this the right one? Okay. So we were doing some facial animation tests last week. So this was the facial animation test. And the first pass we did, it's right near the end here. We had this overly complex facial movement here. You can see the head kind of comes back, pauses, and then twists right here at the end, right there. And it didn't work. It wasn't feeling good. You can classify that as a failure. If I was to show this to my mentor, for example, if this was an assignment, they might go, "Nah, that is too complex. It doesn't work out." Well, we'll classify that as a failure. The reason why it doesn't work out is it's too complex. We just want a quick facial expression change, and this head turn is adding too much in there. So we simplified it, and we ended up with this. Much simpler. You can see there's no pause, there's just kind of a little overshoot, and that's it. But it reads so much better because of it. We made a mistake, learned from it, and applied what we learned to improve it. So as you get more experience and as you fail more, you fall into these little things of learning and improving yourself. The key here is that when you fail, you need to analyze why you failed. If you just fail and go, "Okay, I'm trying again. Why did I fail? Who knows? Let's just go in." And you don't even look and try to figure out why, you're just going to be repeating the same mistakes. Instead, you want to look at it and go, "Okay, why didn't I succeed?" You mark it down. How can I make it work better? Try out, plan it ahead. Think of it and go, "Okay, I could try this, this, and this. We'll see which one works best." Then you jump in and you succeed. Or you fail and then you go, "Okay, these two didn't work, but this one did." And you push yourself forward. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to not succeed. It is learning. That is the learning process. And the biggest thing with all artists is that we live in an artistic field. We see these amazing end results. You look at Disney films and DreamWorks films and all of these awesome animations, and you've got like Netflix doing all of these cool things with Centaur World and all of their cool shows. And you just look at that amazing stuff. And then you see animators posting stuff online and artists posting stuff online. And so, wow, it's so amazing. But what we don't see is the garbage bin that's filled with scraps that got thrown out, ideas that didn't work, concepts that didn't work. whole storylines and half of a season of a film that was written out and then went, nope, that doesn't work, throw it all out, we're restarting. We don't see that. We don't see the pile of crumpled up paper next to the artist, or all of the undos that an artist will do, that Control Z as they're drawing to just get that one line exactly how they want. That's part of it. That's part of art, is not succeeding, trying to figure out why you didn't succeed, and then improving it. So, very long answer to say, just don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to have a problem, have it not succeed, and then try again. So hopefully that helps. And let me actually catch up with the chat here because I think some people were mentioning stuff about that. Okay. I learned from regular school that it's not okay to fail. It's such a strange pivoting, switching into animation. Yeah. And honestly, it's okay to fail in real school too. It's one of kind of my pet peeves of most schooling systems is that from a young age, you are always taught that you shouldn't fail. That if you fail, well, you're a failure, you're labeled as that, and that's a bad thing. Yes, technically failing is not good in the sense that you didn't pass, you might not have learned the things you needed to learn, but it's there to narrow down the things that you still need to work on. If you didn't succeed in some equations on math, well, why? What do you need to focus on? And to me, like as a mentor, as a teacher, one of the things I love most about my job is when a student is having trouble with something and I'm able to jump in and help them on that specific thing that they are struggling with. Not just reciting a course and giving like just a, yeah, this is how you do it. And then, oh, you're failing? Well, tough. You don't understand. No, diving in and going in and helping them, figuring out what it is that they need to make it all make sense. So it is okay to fail. It is okay to not succeed at things. As long as you don't give up and as long as you keep trying again, you're going to do it eventually. So hopefully that helps.